Hey guys, Brandon here, coming at you with another fly tying tutorial. In this month's box, we gave out the Crystal JuJu, or not the JuJu Baetis, the Crystal Baetis pattern. We're just going to go ahead and get started here. Go ahead and start your thread wraps. It's very important on this fly to not crowd the eye of the hook, since we got a lot going on back there. And that's also why I have the hook sitting in my vise like such. I'm actually going to go ahead and put it in there normally, so that way it makes tying in this tail section a little bit easier for us. But I will be switching back to that way later on. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to grab 3 strands of this really awesome midge crystal flash, and this is an interesting material to work with, so be forewarned in that department. What I like to do when it comes to this is we're looking for a tail about the length of the hook, maybe a little bit less. So I like to just go ahead and focus on getting this material tied in, and then work on bringing it up to the top and getting it where I want it. Once I have that in there, I throw in one more thread wrap to lock it in, and just go ahead and cut this out of your way, because it will cause you problems if you do not. Just go ahead and set that off to the side and get your tails right where you want them, just like so. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and try and catch this little piece in here. If you can't, it's whatever. All right, so once you have that in there, your next material is going to be 2 strands of olive super hair, followed by 1 strand of black super hair. Now this material is another material that's fun to work with, if you catch my drift. So we're just going to go ahead and trim everything up so that way all the tips are the same length, and get that tied in just like so. Perfect. Bring your thread back up. Now with this material, kind of just let the first two wraps, if you will, do whatever they want. Wow, that actually worked out. Because usually what I'll do is I'll take my thumb and scooch these into place, but it looks like they want to play ball today. So general rule of thumb when you're doing this, the closer you are to your hook, the easier this material is to work with. That is why I am super close to my hook right now. Just like so. Then we're going to go ahead and get this all tied in here. Do not let this material have any slack. The second you give it slack is the second it all springs back, and you got to do that all over again. So, just like that. Go ahead and trim this up as close as you can. And then we're going to go ahead and whip finish the white, because we are done with it. I did just create a mess with my thread there, which is fine, because we're gonna be putting a different thread over it anyways, but for me personally, it drives me nuts when that happens. So this is where it'll help if you angle the fly in here like this, because all that work we're going to be doing is right here, and you don't want to be slipping off the top there. Go ahead and start your black thread at this point, just behind the eye of the hook. We're going to use that to start building up a thorax here. That's why I said it doesn't matter that I kind of doinked up my white thread there. It still drives me crazy if we're trying to finish something. All right, and then at this step, we're going to take those 3 strands of the crystal flash that we laid down. We're going to double them up to create 6 strands. So I double that up, trim that off, and this is now our flashback slash wing, or our leg material. Just do 1 loose thread wrap and pull those into place, and go ahead and wrap that back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring that forward. Like I said, we're looking for a flashback kind of approach right there. And this is one of those instances where less thread wraps is more. So we're just going to put 2 down, pull everything tight, and then we want to split this 3 strands on each side. And now with the nature of this material, that is easier said than done. So just be patient and things will go your way. Just like so. Now at this step, let's go ahead and trim our legs. And we're looking for about halfway down the hook there. These might be a little long yet, but that's fine. We can always trim them up later. All right, perfect. Now just go ahead and whip finish. And that's that. Oop, almost caught. Almost got caught in there. It looks like my black thread wants to be a pain today too. That's fine. We're here to catch fish. All right, as kind of an added bonus, which you can do if you have the materials, this is normally where you would put in some head cement and, you know, tie off your fly. If you just put on head cement, you're fine. Go ahead and fish it all day long. But if you do have UV glue, this is one of those flies that does really well with a glob right on the back here of UV. And it's got to be that the thick finish stuff. I'm just trying to get a little bit out here. Now what I like to do here is take my bodkin and just kind of help it along. Just like so. And then we're going to go ahead and hit that with our UV torch. And that is the Crystal Baetis. Go ahead and check us out online at trueflysupply.com. Hit the subscribe button to see all of our other subscriptions. We got trout, we got warm water, we got salt water, and we even have fly tying, as you well know. So head on over to truefly.com, check us out, and I'll see you in the next video.